talk about the emotional weight loss and clutter. If you clean up your environment, subconsciously you're going to clean up your internal sabotages to weight loss. Clutter is a buffer against the unknown. I might need this. What if I have to have this? What if somebody asks me for this? Well, if they ask you for it, they're going to be poop out of luck because you don't know where it is. It's in the black hole of Calcutta. So what you need to do is say, I'm going to lose the weight. I'm going to deal with these issues a little bit at a time. A couple of drawers, a couple of closets, one bin at a time, sweet Jesus, until it's done. And you know, a lot of adult children of alcoholics, a lot of adult children of trauma, they feel like they couldn't control their environment. They couldn't, what if something happens? You know, remember I told you that I was always afraid, well, what's God going to do? Is he going to do something I don't like? If I keep these things, it makes me feel better. Does it? You know, if we eat those chips and ice cream and cake, does it make us feel better at the instant? But we pay the price of that. We need to deal with the childhood trauma once and for all. Let it go. And you know what's interesting? People have been very generous in this group. And everyone says, Ellen, I never see you wear the same thing twice. Because Loretta gave me the jacket, Mary Pat, your sister gave me this. But I'll tell you something. When I started the group, I was the heaviest one. I had no one to give my clothes to. So I had a sale. And I think I've told this story before, but I haven't on the blog. So I set up a sale in my garage of all the clothes that I never wanted to get rid of. What if I need it? What if I need it? I sold them all for $1 a piece, and I made $777.
Oh my God.
How much clothes is that? How much? It's 777 items. They were in, guess what? Bins. I had bins of clothes. What if I need them? What if I need them? And now people give me things, and if it doesn't fit me or whatever, I give it to someone else. I share it with people at St. Camillus. I share it with my sister, my mother. I share things. If it's too big, bring it in here, put it on the table. I'm not keeping too big clothes. Oh, no, no, because I'm never going to be there again, as God is my witness. You receive and give the things that you value most. I'm a very grateful person. So when people give me things that they're grateful to me for, like cards, thank yous, I save them. It doesn't mean that I'm not valuable if I admire them, keep them for a little while, and then recycle. That's what I'm telling myself. It doesn't mean I don't want you to give me cards, because I still like cards. Okay, let's talk about the clutter in our bodies. We eat too much in a clutter fashion. Whatever's in the refrigerator goes in our bodies. We have too many papers. OMG. I have papers, papers, papers. What if I need them? What if I want them? I can't find anything. Your garage, your basement, your attic. How many people say, well, you know, maybe I'll need that. And, you know, people say, well, geez, everybody on Antiques Roadshows are millionaires because they kept all that stuff. Believe me, a lot of the stuff you have are not priceless Monet, Manets, and Picassos. I think if you're so worried about that, call me up and I'll come over and say, get rid of it because it's yours. I can do that very well. Get rid of it, it's valuable, get rid of it, it's valuable. Also, emotionally, here's where we're supposed to go to confession. God forgives us. He says, I not only forgive you, Ellen, I'm forgetting about it. But do we? Do we forget about it? Or do we take that cat o' nine tails and someone say, Ellen, you're so wonderful, and you want to say, but let me tell you how bad I really am. You know what? I'm not bad. I'm not. I might have done a few bad things in my life in the 70s. It was the 70s. Come on, everybody. Come on. But it doesn't define who I am as a person. St. Paul murdered people. St. Paul, you get me through so much. You get me through. We need to do what, you guys? Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go. And then spiritually, do we fear more than trust? Are we wearing those Vice President to God stripes going, wait a minute, God, let me just check and see your plan here? according to paragraph 3 of our contract, you're not supposed to do that. There are people who say it is what it is, and you know what? It is. Bob and I had started to say it so much we only give each other once a day. We can say it is what it is once a day, and then when we're done we say, ooh, I can't say that again, but that helps. We also need, and people say to me, Ellen, you give out a lot of materials. You know why? Because one thing might click, and it helps me because I am a member. We are not what we own. If I lost my house tomorrow, if I lost all those bins of people, of memories, would you still recognize me on the street? Wouldn't you say, well, is that Ellen McCauley? I don't think so. I don't think that's Ellen because she got rid of all those bins who define who she is. That does not define me. I can get rid of it. I am not what I own. I am not the curio cabinet with the hummos in the Waterford. I am a throw your jacket off, let's play some pitch and have a good time. That's who I am. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. What is the vision of the life you want to live, and are you living it? Are you doing the things? Are you masking the pain of past trauma? Your home reflects your life. And you know, right now you could come to my house and you'd say, you know what, Ellen, this isn't bad. And you know what, it isn't bad, because Maureen's been there, she's helped me. We've talked about it, we've dealt with things. The bins are next. Clutter and fat are not so different. We don't unclutter our minds enough to pay attention, because it is work. And you know, that reminds me, I went right into, there's 2 awards tonight, and the people are sitting there going, what about my awards? I'm not going to do it online, but I'm not going to forget it. But somebody says, it's work. If your mind's so cluttered with all your thoughts and this and that, you're not going to plan to eat healthy. You're not going to plan to exercise. You're too busy fighting all these thoughts. I couldn't sleep at night because my mind was so cluttered. What if this happened to the kids? What if that happened to this one? What if something happened to my mother? What good did that do anything? I sleep like a baby since I started Pray It Off because I'm tired, number 1, because I'm doing a ton of stuff, and number 2, because I pray and ask God, let me sleep tonight, Lord. I don't try to fight those cluttered battles. And you know, I told you about how people who are addicted to shopping, it makes them feel better. It's kind of like the chips. And you know, this next article here, I don't even know if I'm there yet, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about it. The places to stay away from are garage sales and flea markets and used bookstores. My favorite places! I don't go to the mall. I don't go and spend a lot of bucks, but get me in a garage sale. If it's 25 cents, I gotta have it. You know, we're going to talk about that in a little bit, minute more. And the same thing with food. I still read your logs every week. People say, I had to have corned beef and cabbage. It was St. Patrick's Day. Have is not the operative word here. You chose. I'll give you that. Don't tell me you had to. You can tell me you chose to. I chose not to because of the sodium, etc. But the thing is, everything we do, what we eat, isn't because we have to. It's because what we choose to. Do we honor and respect our body? Does it reflect who I am? When I was 338, 371, it really wasn't me. It wasn't me. I felt like I was like this blown up, like somebody had put like an air tire and blown me up. It wasn't who I was as a person. And I feel like I'm a work in progress. Am I there? Am I ever going to be there? No. But we can make little changes. Tomorrow, you don't have to go and throw everything away and say, Ellen told me to throw away my taxes that I have to do next week, you know? No. We start a little bit at a time. Both weight loss and organization require permanent changes in our habits and routines. Permanent. You know, I think I told you that I don't do email forwards. I must get 20, 30 a day. I just delete them. Now, if you ever want to see something important to me and you put it in a forward, oops, because it's one thing that I uncluttered from my email is I can't do them. I'm sure some are funny, I'm sure some are religious, I'm sure some are great, but it's the one thing I did. I'm getting better with the mail. You're supposed to open the mail and you're supposed to go recycle, recycle, bill, recycle, recycle, bill, 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 and handle it. The old Ellen would be like, I'll just set it right over here. And right over here it was like, and then you're like not paying your bills, which I still did. Both weight loss and organization require a program of prevention, reduction, and regular maintenance. That beautiful hall closet got a little messy after a while. You know, you're doing the laundry quickly and you shove it in, or you buy some supplies, you shove them in. Every couple of months, one of us, me, Bob, or Vince, says, I'm doing the hall closet. It still looks beautiful because we maintain it. You have to maintain it. Also, we need to, here's where we talk about the garage sales. Okay, now I sell items. I still do. I sell them to try to make extra money because I don't have a retirement plan or a pension. So some of those bins have stuff to sell on it. But I'm smart enough now to know what isn't going to sell. So we go to the flea market 4 or 5 times a year and we sell everything there. And people who have clutter problems buy it. So I better not see any of you. And so that's one way of me getting rid of it, and you recycle it. Also, in this one article, there is tons of places where you could go to get rid of junk calls, junk mail, junk spam, everything. But here's something you got to say to yourself before you buy anything. Can I get this from somebody else? Do I already have an item like this? How many pairs of black pants does somebody need? Do you think people at work are going, Ellen's got black pants on today, but I think the leg's a little flared a little bit more than the black pants she had on yesterday. I think it's a different pair of black pants. Nobody cares. I say you should have 3 or 4 pairs of black pants. At one time I probably had 55, oh more than that, 100 pairs of black pants. We don't need that many. Where will I store it? Will I have time to use it? Why do I need this item? Okay. And don't always accept freebies. You don't need it. Okay. Now I'm going to go through the last one.